Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, and wherever you may watch this replay. Just one second. I am hoping to make sure that I'm being heard. I'm trying something a little bit differently. So hopefully we're not having like a few minutes talking in where nobody can hear me. So just one second here. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. My apologies. Any case, I'm not able to see comments or anything, but okay. Thank you, Christina. Good morning. Sorry about that. Um, all right, let's go ahead and get started. Life is rough on the road. Just say it. It's a little cold where I'm at, a little chilly. So hopefully it will warm up sooner today. Um, so a couple things. You know, we've been on this journey to find peace through art, and I am making it a habit of going live for 100 days and that whole story behind it. If anybody's been following me, like Christina, every day, loyal follower who's joining me so early, thank you so much. Um, but and that's all about finding time for yourself and doing the art. And um, and I'm trying to show that no matter where you are, you can pack a little art thing and take it with you. And that's what I've done on my business trips and all the other things. Um, However, one thing that goes through that is also a denominating or a factor is is community, right? And so that's part of finding your peace through art and being able to talk with others about your art and being able to share your art with others and getting feedback and positivity and lifting each other up. And that's also part of finding your peace through art. And so um, April 12th is a Saturday, and I'm having a monthly call, and I really want the people who have joined the community to come in because I want to do a few things and teach a few things with the community. So if you're one person or 10 people and you're part of my community, whatever that number is, we are going to learn something on Saturday together, um, and work through um, some some questions you may have with regards to jelly printing, or maybe it's an art technique, because I don't know if many people know this or not, but I am a certified art teacher. And so um, but then I went to the corporate world because we kind of talked about this. It's hard to make a living as a teacher, and all my teacher friends out there, I see you, I hear you, I value you and what you bring. So just know that you will always have my support, um, in making sure that you're making that you're getting what you need, um, to be a teacher and be successful as a teacher. So I support all school functions, and I'm actually on the PTA, so I'm there for you. Um, but it's that's why I had to leave the corporate world. You just couldn't make any money being a teacher, and I miss it so much. So that's why I'm trying to grow this community a little different than other communities you've joined. Um, I want to actually bring my art teaching to my community, and so that's what the monthly calls are going to be. We're going to learn an art lesson. We're going to do some things, and for those founding members, if you join before I close the doors on the evening of April 12th, you get free art lessons from me. You're a founding member. And not only that, but any skill building videos that I produce, you get those free. Any resources that I create, you get those free. free community for founding members, joined by April 12th. Um, and, if there's a particular item that you're working on, I have no problems doing a one-on-one call with my founding members and getting them through the issues that they're having with their art. So that's really the community I want to build in the giving back that I want to do as a teacher. I want to help my founding members and get them through their art struggles. So if you are watching this and you haven't joined my community yet, the link the link is below in the description. Go do it before April 12th, where I'm going to shut the doors on that particular founding member opportunity. So with that, let's make some art and dive into our collage journey here that we've been working on all week. We worked on it last Thursday. Like, this project is, I'm ready to wrap this sucker up. So, I'm ready to move on. Let's go do something else. So hold on. Let's go ahead and go down. Okay, I'm hoping you can see that. Let's see here. Okay, yes. All right, good. All right, so this one here, I definitely wanted to do some more of that shading that we talked about before. And I forgot my water pen because, well, I forget things like that. But I really wanted to pop these items up off the page because they're all similar in tone and value. They're all, very positive colors. There's not really any darkness in these colors. And so I just wanted to kind of like pop this up off of here and give it some depth, right? So I'm just adding in some shading here right now. This right here is what I call a Stabilo pencil, and I really like those. I can get as dark as I want to with the Stabilo pencil, or as light, and just looking for some of that to enhance some of that shadow. So, but because I forgot my water brush, I'm just going to use a regular brush that I do have with some water. It's a water brush. But anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be sarcastic there. Now, what I also like to do is when you have this hard black edge that I have here, I kind of like to pull that down into the other pieces. So, trying to give it like this little shadow effect and then just kind of blend it in. Now, when I have something like this to help pop this up, I'm going to shade just a little bit darker right there because it's back behind there, right? And then just blend it out, and that will help it pop. Yeah, I'm just going to make this a really light line because I'm trying to show a little bit of shadow there and in here. I'm not really blending this out just a little bit, just trying to soften that line. Because what we're going to do is go back with the white. And this is where, like, I can easily get into colored pencils and all the things, right? So that's all I'm doing here. Now, I may take a white Posca marker because I just not liking the intensity. So I may just take that white Posca marker on that. Now, with this in the background, I did a little bit of black here, and I'm just Doing the same kind of concept. There. So, okay, let's see how that's looking. I'm kind of liking how that's coming up. Okay. This is different, so I'm pushing this, making this darker here on this side. And then underneath. And then you have to ground it, whatever that is. A little darker here. And same in here. And then this one has an interesting, this has an overlap, so that's going to be more like a white. So these are the kinds of skills that in the community that we'll be going over in our monthly calls. So this is just an example of what we would be doing and learning and practicing with each other, um, and just the techniques, right? Um, I've been doing this so long, so sometimes it's hard to communicate, what I'm doing. So just by talking it, so I have to show it. Now, I don't like how dark that gets, so we're just going to wipe some of that off just a little bit. I do a lot of blending with my fingers as well. I don't know if you just noticed that, but I do. I definitely am a person that uses their fingers for painting or whatever I'm working on. And so we got to pop these a little bit forward to us. They're still kind of blended in the background there, so we'll still work on that. Need to let it dry just a little bit. I'm just looking at it so I can take inventory of what I'm doing. Okay. All right. Let that dry for a minute, and I'm gonna set that over. I'm gonna get my white Posca marker out on that one in a minute. This one here, um, this one resonates more with me on um, design and not necessarily shading, but more of just design work. So I thought I'd bring in some orange with this one and just make some designs onto some of this blue. This is more of a 2D flat piece, if you will. So all right, Posca marker, do your job. So I'm just randomly doodling on this piece of paper. Good morning, my pop art. You are up bright and early. How was your day yesterday at teaching? Or are you still on spring break? I think it's time for me to buy some new Posca markers. I'm starting to not be as bright as we would like. I really like this orange with this blue, so driving in that direction. Maybe go over a few of the lines, see if I can get those a little darker. No. Testing for the state. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I remember those days. We have those tests. Love those state tests. Not. And the kids don't like them either. Right. So I'm just going over some of my lines just to make them a little brighter because it's just not happening right now. Like, other things are kind of working against me today. I get to sit in meetings all day, and let me tell you, it is boring. Oh my gosh, it is so boring. Oh, there's my water pen. Sorry, I just saw that. I thought I left it. Yeah, dude, I want to get up and move, and it's really interesting. Well, that blue's not working. It's let's see here. I ordered a bunch of the tile square canvas panels. Oh, cool, cool. Little daily art practices is what I call these. But sitting in my meeting and the facilitator of the meeting, she is just not having it. She wants us to sit there and all talk and hear all the things. And I am just ready to get up out of my chair and move. And she is not reading the room. Like people are like dying in there and she's just not reading it. She's sticking to her guns on how she wants to facilitate this. And I'm just like, I tried to offer suggestions because I've facilitated these things before and she's just not listening. Like I tried again. I tried to get someone else to say it. Like I've tried all the techniques. She wants to do what she wants to do. Oh, and then all of a sudden, surprise, surprise, we're not going to be finished. Well, I told you what needed to be done to be finished, but she's not listening. It's her show, so we got to do the thing. But I'm just like dying in there. Let's see. She needs to give brain breaks. Yes, like I even texted on the first day my pop art. I said, "Hey, we need a 5-minute break here," and I texted that to the co-facilitator. Yeah, it's still on deaf ears. People are starting to leave the room. I don't know what other clue they need. Um, what can you do? That's all I'm saying. What can you do? She's a good facilitator. Don't get me wrong. She's just not reading the room. She's not taking suggestions in. And the thing that we're doing, I've done it before, and it's painful. It is painful to go through, and then making it worse. Like the pain is worse. So let's see. Meetings are boring, especially when you have to just sit and listen to others drone on and on. Yes, yes, so much. Like I'm ready for us to get up in the room. I'm ready for us to move, get on the walls, get out a bunch of sticky notes. The whole thing, right? I'm ready for all that. I've tried. Granted, I'm one of the team leads, but she's not listening. I'm just outlining these things as I'm talking about my work. Yeah. Sorry. Did not mean to go on that tangent. That was not my apologies. Um, sorry. It must have been on my brain as I was outlining these things. Let's go back over here. Go to more calmer and not chaos. Sorry. I had to vent. Okay, come on, Posca markers. Wake up. Little Posca markers won't wake up. Oh, there we go. Hello. Where is that little brush? Pull that down just a little. Well, okay, maybe not. It's not paint sherry. I might need to get out my white paint, but I don't have any with me. Alright. I guess the light's coming in this way because that's where I shaded that. Don't really need a black there. I may go back to it after the white has dried a little bit. Let's see if we can get some white back up in here. Went over the yellow just a little bit, so I'll let things dry. See how much that white just really helped with some of that shading. And then if it's too stark, you can always go back with your brush and just kind of smooth it out just a little bit. I want just a little bit more here. Really pop those things forward. And the way we're going to do that is add a little bit black on the back end. I'm finding my inner calm right now because of what I'm fixing to walk into. I like that. My pop art. Have my phone accidentally go off. Let's just say I walked out a couple of times yesterday. And I'm supposed to be like really supporting the event. Okay, I'm gonna add a little, get in there. Add a little bit of darkness right there. A little shadow. It's gonna be hard to see it on this purple, but we'll do a little bit there. And then this guy right here, he is so tiny. It's gonna get in there. See if I can get my pencil. Oh, maybe my brush needs to come back in. Did not work the way I wanted it to, but here we are. I love it. Oh, where's my color pencils? They're at home. That's where they are. Okay, let's get some of this here. Tomorrow we're going to start a different project. I think I'll probably have to finish this one up at home because I'm not having the luck I want right now with this. And then we have some things that we need to do here. Hold on one second. I want to get the white back up in here. And especially on this piece. Right up in there. Yeah, I should have waited. Well, here we are. We'll go back and fix that. Let it dry. Okay. I was like, did I just make black marks here? But that's the tissue paper. I was like, I don't recall me making these black marks, but whatever works. The tissue paper underneath. I thought I was losing my mind. All right, we will go back and mess with those later. It is time. The shading and the white highlights bring forth the background dimensional movement. Yes, yes, most definitely. Yeah, I really like how this is. This was throwing me off right here with the black lines. I was like, okay, I don't remember using my Posca marker there, but whatever. So we'll fix that a little bit, but I really like how this is popping up here from the background, and then I have a little bit more work to do down in here. This here is still wet, and it didn't quite do the thing I wanted it to do. So we've got more work to do on that. And then this one here, I was just really adding designs on this one. We got some work to do as well. We'll see how that goes. This one's been my nemesis this week. And sometimes you just got to set it aside. All right. So, as I said before, founding members, there's you're going to get videos, kind of like the techniques that I was talking about, the shading. If you've seen some of my live videos, you're going to get those for free in the community. My resources, anything that I put into the community, you definitely get for free for being a founding member. You have access to all that. And then monthly calls for my founding members. And if you're working on a particular project and you want to run some ideas by me, I am willing to do one-on-one calls to help you get over your hump. Because as I said, and my pop art is definitely a teacher. And, you know, I used to be a teacher, and I definitely am missing that piece in my life of giving to others and teaching others art and art techniques. And so that's why I'm growing this community. But also, I want a place for you to be able to share your art, get some feedback, positive, feedback on your art and those kinds of things. So definitely If you have not joined my community, links below in the description. You want to join by April 12th when I close the doors to the founding members. So anybody who's joined before April 12th, you are a founding member and you get access to everything. And access to me working with you one-on-one or in a group setting like my monthly call that I'm going to have also on April 12th. So it just kind of lined everything up. But if you're in the community, don't forget, our monthly call is April 12th. So let me know if you need anything. I'll be here for you, and I hope to see you in the community. And for those of you that are founding members, go drop your stuff in the community. I want to see your artwork. I want to see what you're working on. My pop art, you have these little canvases. I can't wait to see what you create on those. And I hope you have a great day. And thank you for watching Ratchet Up Your Art. And I will see you tomorrow.